I know it's been a while. I apologize. But let's cheers. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I hope you've been well. I have a very exciting video for you guys today. At least I'm personally excited. I finally got my next submission back from Wata, and this is the biggest submission I've ever sent to Wata. It's 16 Pokemon games, and I'm really excited to see the results and share the results with you guys. So grab your beverage of choice, kick back, and let's check them out. So before I start going through some of these games, if anybody else is grading with Wata, I believe since their acquisition by Collectors Universe, I believe they have been moving a lot of their operations and departments to California. At least that's what I suspected originally, because I got one game back, like I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. It was weird. I only got one game back out of 16, and it was an N64 game. But yeah, it's just weird that I got just that one. I don't know. But I thought like, oh, they maybe moved just the Nintendo 64 games over to California. But it looks like, looking at all the addresses on the packaging, they're all coming from California now. So I feel like they're almost complete with moving their departments and everything over to California. But we'll see. So to go ahead, we'll start with the first game I got back like 2-3 weeks ago. Nothing special. It was apparently, I assumed, my worst conditioned Pokemon Snap, because if you check out my previous video, I had multiple Pokemon Snaps. But yeah, I thought this was the worst one, because look at that crunch. And I feel like, if I remember correctly, I had one of these games do worse on the other sub. So I have a theory. I don't. Just from I looked at this game when I first got back, and I have a theory that a lot, and based on, you know, you get that email that like I usually always do the badge upgrade. So I have a theory. So if anybody doesn't know, they're new subscribers, new viewers here. I had a situation with my first ever sub to Wata. You can go check out the video. It's like the worst Wata grading experience ever. But to give you a quick summary, they tried to remove a sticker, they damaged my red, and then when it came back, there's a clamshell that's in here that goes into these hard plastic cases. And on that plastic case, it said receiving in black Sharpie. I don't know how the person in the receiving department didn't swap out for a new clamshell. I'm not gonna get into it. It's been like 4 months now. And yes, they are still looking for a replacement, because Wata did agree, they did offer to replace the red, and it's been 3-4 months and they're still looking. But anyways, I have a theory that just by looking at this grade and all the badge upgrades that I had to pay for, they definitely hooked me up. They hooked your boy up. You know what I'm saying? They you know, they might have gave me some extra, you know. We'll see when we go through the games. And we'll see for ourselves. But 7.5, another Pokemon Snap. My favorite game ever on the Nintendo 64. Just to have the first game of 3D Pokemon, it was just so fun. It was just so fun as a kid. But that's the first game. So now let's get into the juicier stuff. Let's start with, let's start with this. So it's going to be a 7.0 A Seal Pokemon Pinball, the Ruby and Sapphire version. I know I got this off of Amazon. Probably like 150 bucks. But like, it does have that some issue there. You see it. That's probably where most of the downgrade came. There is some issues up there with the seal. That's why I probably got an A seal, didn't get an A+. But I'm still trying to figure out, like, I know A++ is probably immaculate, but I didn't get any A++s on my last submission. But the first submission I ever sent, I did get an A++ on a Pokemon Yellow. But I'm guessing if it has multiple corners that have, like, you know, like holes in them, that's where the downgrade comes from. But I don't know. I was hoping for, on my last sub, there's more. There was at least 1 or 2 A++, but just like grading cards, you're at the mercy of the grader, and you never know who you're gonna get on any given day, because a grader on a certain day will give you a better grade or worse grade than another grader. And trust me, I've experienced it. When I was in my heyday of getting back into the hobby and I was buying cards to send in to grade, to then sell, to build my capital, I graded so many 9s that my friend bought for me. He cracked and graded 10s. More than two-figure amount, like at least 15 cards. It's like, it's obnoxious, but that's, you know, it's a third opinion. It's a third-party opinion on a condition of a game. But 7.0 A seal, I'm cool with that. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I knew there was issues with it. I got it cheap off Amazon, so I'm not really too worried about it. So we're gonna stick with the Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. I'm really happy. You know, I got a 9.0 in this. Got that deep badge upgrade. A+ seal. This one, as you could tell, is a lot prettier than the other one. No issues on top. No issues on the side, bottom. I guess the reason for the 9, there is some impression there. There's some issues here, but overall not that bad in terms of. Yeah, I mean, it might be this is probably a fair grade. I'm very happy just because I wanted one for the collection. I'll probably sell the other because I don't need it. I wanted a 9.0 for the collection, and I'm very happy to have it. But I've actually never played this one. Never played this version of Pokemon Pinball. I remember the original was so much fun as well, and I have some of those. So let's start there. You know, let's start there. Hold on. So we got the original Pokemon Pinball for Game Boy Color, and it's going to be a 7.5 A+. There's issues here. I mean, I had 3 of them, and originally, like, I wasn't even gonna send one of the Ruby and Sapphire pinballs. I was gonna send that Snap. I was gonna send probably this one. This might be one of the lowest grades of pinballs. But then I was just like, why not just send them all in, you know? And I still have another sub to send out. It's all just trading card game and Pokemon Blue I bought somewhat recently. Yeah, you can tell there's a lot more issues here. More issues here. So yeah, this deserves a 7.5 A+. The seal looks good from what I could tell. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to be selling this, so if you guys are interested, check out my eBay. If you see them on eBay, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. Next one is going to be another Pokemon Pinball. 9.0 A+. Way better. You can tell there's some issues here. I remember, like, the first sealed video game I bought when I got back into collecting, probably 2017, was the trading card game. Then I bought a Pokemon Pinball. I don't know if it was this one or the other one, because I know I had 3 in the sub. But yeah, those 2 games really made an impression on my childhood, even more than just the regular main series games for some reason. I don't know why. And then obviously the next game was Pokemon Yellow, because that game was just, I don't know. That was the first time I had that Pokemon Yellow Special Edition Game Boy Color that came with Pokemon Yellow. I remember my mom buying it for me, so that's probably why Pokemon Yellow has more impression on my childhood than, say, Pokemon Red, because I had Pokemon Red, but still, it's just the uniqueness of Pokemon Yellow, where you had Pikachu follow you and stuff like that. It was really cool. But yeah, still an A+ seal again. I don't know. God only fucking knows, you know? But 9.0 A+ seal, wonderful grade, can't complain. And the last and final 9.4 A+ seal. Very pissed that this didn't get an A++. It's just like the card grading process for PSA. I really would love to see it, and I think Rattle has a video that I saw that I've been meaning to watch, because I've always wanted to understand the process. just so I can understand the whole grading process more and kind of align it with what I'm looking at when I send cards in, and now I'm sending games in. But ultimately, I got these games so cheap that whatever they graded, I mean, the higher the better, obviously. But yeah, this one will be staying in the collection. That's probably why I got the lower grade. I think I saw something up here. No, it's probably just majorly that. But I think there is some just warping a little bit. I don't know. 9.4 A+ seal. Love it. That's going in the collection. Very happy about that. Very, very happy. Okay, then... Okay, I can tell from the top of the games we're going to start... Yeah. So, I've never played this game. Excellent grade. I bought a bunch of these because this is the only mystery dungeon that's in a cardboard box. The blue was actually for, I believe, DS. And they only made the red for the Game Boy Advance. So this is the only cardboard boxed mystery dungeon game for Pokemon that's in the cardboard box. Never played it. Don't think I ever will. But any mystery dungeon fans out there, shout out. It's a cool concept. It's just a cool side game for Pokemon. I love the side games, just like Pokemon Snap is a side game. It's not the main series titles. But 9.6 A+. Love that. If that one's the highest, that's going to be going into the collection. Next is another one. Oh, another 9. Wait, both. Oh shit, 9.6. Both 9.6s. 9.6s. I'm not gonna try to compare the differences, but they both look pretty similar in that aspect. I'm guessing, you know, the corners is probably why I dropped A+ seal down. It's hard to look at these once they're in the cases, but yeah, you could tell that corner. Yeah, it's got like a little bit of a tiny hole. Same with that corner. So another 9.6 A+ seal. So I'll be definitely selling one of those. Next is another 8.5 B+. Awful. All right. Yeah, but you can tell like that corner's rough. That corner's rough. That corner's rough. It's not the end of the world. I know when it was the beginning of 2020. I bought these and they were like $100 each, and I was like, I might as well just buy a bunch and buy a handful. Because this is when, like, booster boxes of Pokemon cards were getting overpriced for me. It's like $3,500 for a fossil first edition box. I guess, like, yeah. It's really crazy how things worked out. How, I guess, my outlook on the market and strategies worked out. Because then eventually, video games started to shoot up crazily, but I'm pretty sure that things have definitely settled down, which is good. I mean, when prices get so out of hand, it ruins collecting for other people and the majority of people, because nobody can afford like Pokemon Red that's $100,000. I mean, it's just they shouldn't be worth that much. I'm sorry. Yes, it's the highest grade, it's first print, but yeah. Ultimately, like I always say, is that it's not about the grade, it's just having a sealed copy. I just love the cases, and that's why I grade with Wata. Yes, I'll be selling some, but for the most part, it's just having the sealed game. It doesn't have to be that great of a condition, as long as the seal's intact and it's a pretty clean copy from the front. But this is a 9.2 A+ seal. Decent grade. Again, the corner there. Anything up top? I know I know one had a break in the seal. I forget which one. Probably was the 8.5. But yeah, another solid grade. I mean, can't complain. I mean, I definitely feel okay, what's up? Yeah, oh yeah. So we're just gonna I looked at this because like I had a big box of games and then a small box that came with like 3 games, and this is one of the games in the box of 3, and this was the worst silver I sent. Like, you could tell Like, there's major problems. Major problems. And you get crease up top, side, bottom. This side's horrible. But I'm pretty sure this game got a better grade than one that I thought, at least definitely 100% looked better, in my opinion, in my last submission that got a 6.0. That might be a 6.0 A seal, but don't quote me on that, I forget. But this is where I'm theorizing, you know, since the controversy, because so many people made videos about that Pokemon Red video I made, and they definitely saw it, and it got traction. And that's probably why they offered to replace the original Pokemon Red I sent them. But like, they had to have definitely hooked me up, because like, that shit is fucking disgusting. But it's still a sealed Pokemon Silver. Like, if I didn't have a Pokemon Silver and I was looking for something, I would be 100% down with this. Like, realistically, I don't need a 9.8 A++ seal. Like, from a collector standpoint, I just want the sealed copy. So this, as long as the seal is pretty intact, there's no issues with it. It's an A+ seal, so there's really no huge concerns with it. It's a perfect collector's item. I mean, when you get into the higher grades, it's like rich people just gouging markets like they do with everything else, you know? Okay, so then, yeah, Sunfire. Boom. Boom! Boom, baby. 9.6 A+ seal. Okay, ready? I can see it already. You see that corner? There's a hole there, right? Some issues there. I feel like they hooked it up. I don't know. In the comments, guys, let me know your thoughts. Because, like, it's hard to give you that angle. Like, see that hole right there? I don't know, there's an issue there. The corner. There's another hole in that corner. There's another, yeah. I don't know, they kind of hooked it up. I guess the box, though, is overall in really nice condition. But, I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts, guys. You know, do you think that this deserves the 9.6 A+ seal? But again, I'm learning about the whole grading process, because I mean, I've been buying Sega Genesis games out the ass, and I'm planning on sending a huge gigantic submission to them. But again, those, yeah, probably I'll never be reselling them, because I've only bought one copy of each game that I've come across, that I've wanted, that I had as a kid. But it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see, like, your assessment of a game, and then how close you come to somebody else's assessment that's actually certified to grade the games. Because I feel like definitely when it comes to cards, people have, like, they're overly critical sometimes. But I think PSA definitely has moved the benchmark in terms of, like, the standard of what, like, a PSA 10 is, a PSA 9, and it's definitely a lot higher than it was in, like, 2018, 2019, which is unfortunate, because, like, people trying to enter this hobby and try to, like, you know, create a little bit of, like, a side hustle, it's just, with the grading time frames, it's just impossible. God bless and good luck, and I hope for the best for people like that, because it's got to be impossible. But because, like, back in the day, I used to give myself some estimates sometimes, and I was fairly confident and fairly right most of the time when I was grading, because I would be grading a lot. So this is a 9.0 A seal. Now, why'd this get an A seal? That's so okay. That corner, definitely. It's so hard once it's in these damn cases. Guessing maybe that corner too. There's a little something. Oh, you can tell that corner too, but it's hard to tell in the case. I bought this game probably for like $300, so it doesn't make a difference. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I was very early on the video game market, thankfully. So, and it's the only game I'm missing from, like, the boxed games is Fire Red, and the Fire Red with the wireless adapter thing. I'll get it eventually. I'm in no rush. But yeah, another 9.0 ACL Sapphire. Cannot complain. Cannot complain. And yes, I had another, and here's another Sapphire. And this one's a 9.0 A+ seal. Another amazing, very solid, decent grade, you know. I'll be keeping the 9.6 and selling the other two. So if you're interested, hit me up. Wait until they're on eBay. But then hit me up on Instagram if you're interested, and we can probably work something out. But for what I bought, I'm very happy. Like, I wish I bought more at the time, but solid grade, solid grade. And then yes, the counterpart I do have. I thought this was going to be a lot better. Yes, it's fantastic. It's phenomenal for Amazon. I found this on Amazon. Fucking Jeff Bezos. I found this shit on Amazon. $500. And I really thought it was gonna be better. Like, yeah, there's like some issues there. But like, otherwise, it's a pretty solid game. There's nothing that, I mean, a little impression here, and I think there's like a little, where was it? I think there was some nicks. Yeah, okay, there it is. See it? Yeah, there it is. That's probably why I dropped down to a 9.4. But I still, the seal grade, I have to look, the only one I have is my yellow, and I have to look at that and compare others to get a better understanding and educate myself. But overall, like, very, very happy. Very happy. And now, yes, the last rendition, the last game of the submission. This I actually bought in 2021, and I'm extremely surprised by the grade. I guess, yeah, like he said, like the kid I bought it from, I was like, why didn't you grade it? You know, like if you grade it, you know, you could probably get more money for it. I think I paid maybe, shoot, $2,000, $3,000, something like that. I mean, yeah, it's got major issues. It's got major issues. And for me, buying it, because I bought it late, I waited on this one. Why? I'm an idiot. I don't know. But this grade, I'm speechless. I'm very, very satisfied with that grade. And again, you know, it's just having the game sealed as a seal collector. Yes, it's great to have a higher grade, but having things in a lower grade like this, it makes things easier not to sell. Especially with the prices some of those high grade games get. They fetch in price. But yeah, I think he said VGA 770, I think. But like 7.5 A+ seal, you can tell there's issues here in the corner. That whole front is like dipped in. Overall, I think he sold himself a little short. Sold himself a little short on his assessment. But it's Pokemon Emerald. Solid results, I think, right? Solid results. Apple juice up. Remember, an apple juice a day keeps the doctor away. Like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.